Hello. This is a very serious video because I'm very disappointed. You see, for the past 2 years at least, I have been experiencing testicle pain every day, especially at work as I bend down and do stuff while shelving. And here's the thing is, I have, following a bad injury on my bike and numerous smaller injuries when I was younger, I have very damaged testicles, and I get really sharp pains down there, and I have been trying to seek medical help about this for a couple of years now, and I thought I had some good news. I have United Healthcare health insurance through my job, and I was searching for doctors who perform orchiectomies because I've been researching for years, and I'm sure that I want my testicles removed. And the pain was the final straw that led to me trying to search and find out how can this be done, who will do it, how much does it cost, because I've had reasons to want my testicles removed for years, but that's actually another story. See, once I started experiencing pain and it was interfering with my job, first it was interfering with my job at Hy-Vee, and I was in a lot of pain. Then it's with Brilliant, my current company, it's interfering with my job because I'm in pain, and sometimes it's paralyzing. And I finally found a local urologist who knows how to perform orchiectomies. And I had met with him previously, and I explained why I wanted my testicles removed. I explained about the pain I was experiencing and how that's an issue for me. And I also explained that I know that I do not want to reproduce and I don't want to have sex. And I've explained that I'm a virgin, I've been celibate my whole life, and I have no interest in having sex. And because I don't want to have children or have sex, I have no medical necessity, any reason I want to keep my testicles, and because I'm experiencing bad pain, mostly in the left testicle, but also in the right sometimes, I just want to have surgery and get it removed, and that has been my goal very strongly for the past 2 years. When I met with him the first time, he said he can do an orchiectomy, but he wanted a letter from a psychiatrist or a psychologist who has evaluated me to determine that I'm of sound mind to make this decision and I know what I'm doing. I understand that before someone does an irreversible surgery that it's not a bad idea to have that patient, really examined to find out if that's what they want. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But see, he had told me that if I had a letter from a psychiatrist or psychologist and confirming that this is what I thought through and what I really wanted to do, that he would do the surgery. So I got my hopes up. And I did meet with a psychologist that I know and that I have met with before, actually. And I had a psychological evaluation. He wrote a letter. He got it faxed over to this urologist, and I set up another appointment to see this urologist to talk about when we could set up my surgery. I thought that was what we were going to be meeting about, is maybe how much is it going to cost, what all is involved, any special instructions. I was thinking, do I need to not eat or drink a certain number of hours before? I didn't know what to expect as far as that goes. So that's what I thought we were going to be meeting about. So you have to understand, yesterday I had an appointment at 8:40 a.m. I woke up at 6:30, and then at 7 I hopped up on my bike and I rode my bike 5.5 miles to see this urologist, only to have him tell me some bad news. He read the letter, but he doesn't want to do the surgery. He basically backed out and changed his mind or lied. However I put it, doesn't sound any better to me. And so he said, that he thinks my testicles are healthy. He would disagree if he was the one in pain like I am. And he says that he has no medical reason to remove them since he doesn't think there's anything wrong. So he's been ignoring the pain I've been experiencing and the things I've tried to explain to him. And he said, so if he did it, it would be for transgender reasons. And so he told me that he wouldn't do the surgery unless I was on cross-sex hormone therapy, taking female hormones for at least 6 months, and to wait till a year from when I got the letter from a psychologist. So he would require me to go on female hormones for 6 months and to also wait till March. So I was really disappointed because here's the thing. I do not feel that I should be forced to go on female hormones to prove that I want to be a woman just so that someone will remove my testicles. Because I should have the right, as well as anyone should have the right to have their testicles removed, whether or not they're transgender. And there are a lot of people who are not transgender who just want to be eunuchs, or who want the testosterone out of their systems, who want to eliminate their sex drive, who want to eliminate erections, or who are experiencing pain, like I have been. And so I was very disappointed. I felt like I'd been lied to by this urologist, and I was really, really in a bad mood. And see, I would not have wasted time with that urologist if I had known he was going to lie to me and back out of that surgery. So I contacted the psychologist, who says he may know another option for me, somebody else that's going to be further away, but that I can also try, who knows how to perform orchiectomy. So I'm going to seek that out. I'm going to keep trying as long as I live, or until I get my testicles finally removed. I will keep trying to find someone, some medical professional who can remove my testicles, get me out of that pain, and I want to get that done, and then I want to decide if or when I want to do any hormones. That's the way I want things to be, because even though I'm transgender, I think people have this mistaken idea that there is a cookie cutter recipe for what transgender people do. And yes, many transgender people take hormones of the sex that they wish they were, and many have surgery. Orchiectomy is one of them, but people also have, genital reassignment surgery. Men who want to be women, sometimes get both the penis and testicles removed. Sometimes they even have a fake vagina made. There's different surgeries, and people do hormones, but that's only one aspect of being transgender. And I think that a person should not be pressured or forced into doing hormones if they're not sure that's what they want. And this is something that, the reason I'm recording this video and explaining this is, first of all, I need to rant. Second of all, I want people to understand something. Although, yes, I would like to take female hormones, and if that would help me achieve a female-looking body so that society would see me as a woman, I would like that, but there are health concerns and ethical concerns. And here's my issue with this, because although I do feel like I might be more comfortable if I was a woman, taking hormones prescribed by a doctor raises some health issues. I've read about risks of cancer associated with taking certain hormones. And then there's the issue of where do those hormones come from? Are they synthetic, made in a laboratory? And what are they made from out in the laboratory? Because they have to come from something. So everything that they make hormones in a lab that then are prescribed to people, it comes from either plant or animal sources. It has to, obviously. And I would have to know where it comes from. I want to know, are any animals harmed in the making of this? Because yes, I'm transgender. Yes, I'm a man who wishes to be seen as a woman. This is true, but I'm a vegan first. And my ethics take priority over my desire to do a hormonal transition. And then there's the health concerns. I'm worried that if I take estrogen prescribed by a doctor, I am worried, will that increase the risk of getting certain types of cancers? I don't know. I have my concerns. So I understand why other transgender people would be hesitant to take hormones. And I don't think that taking hormones is right for everyone. I don't necessarily think every type of surgery is right for everyone. And so the point that I want to make is, first of all, that people each have their own reasons for what body parts they want to have removed or not, or whether or not they want to take hormones. And then the whole idea of being transgender is that you don't have to align with what society thinks a man or a woman is. I know that I do not align with what society thinks a man or a woman is, because yes, I'm biologically male and I look male, so people don't think of me as a woman, but I know at the same time that I am not what society thinks a man is either, because gender and the stereotypes, and gender is basically just a bunch of made-up rules about how people think people have to act. Like that women have to shave their legs and wear makeup, and that men have to play football and hunt and kill animals. All these ideas, most people know what I'm talking about. Or that you play with cars and trucks, or play sports if you're a boy, and you play with dolls if you're a girl. All these ideas about gender, I could go on forever about that. But I think we need to transcend gender, not just transfer, or transition between genders, but we need to transcend gender. We need to go above and beyond and not put people into a box and say, well, if you want to be a woman, then you have to take hormones of a female and change your body in this way, XYZ. Making it so that people have to fit into a certain box, and they have to have surgeries, and they have to have hormones. That's the same mistake that's made with gender to begin with. And so I really don't want transgender people denied access to hormones or surgery, but I also don't want it forced on them either. And I think that I'm an adult. I'm 33 years old, and I should be able to say what I want for my own body. And I know what I want. I want to get my testicles removed, and then after that, I'll see how comfortable I am with that. And that may be the final step for me, physically. Maybe that's all it will be, and I'll know that when I get there. But there's something else that I want to explain too, and this is about doctors who have the knowledge to do a surgery and could make money by doing a surgery for someone, but then because of their personal beliefs, then they don't want to do it. And here's the thing. There is no logical reason why somebody should hesitate for somebody who really wants it to remove their testicles, or if they're a woman who wants their breasts removed, to remove their breasts. There's no reason why a doctor should refuse someone that. I don't get that, and I really don't like this, because here's what I think it's about. I think that the medical industry knows that there are transgender people who greatly want to have surgery, but they make them jump through hoops. They make them go through a whole bunch of steps, like, oh, you have to have a letter from a psychologist, and you have to take hormones for so many months, and you have to do all this. And why would they make people do that? So that they can get more money, so that they can get them to pay out of pocket, or their insurance to pay more money for prescriptions for hormones for months. When, what if all someone wants is surgery, and they don't want to go through that whole process? Because honestly, I don't feel like I want to spend a whole bunch of money like that, because I want to save my money for whatever this surgery is going to cost me. And so I feel like it's all a scam. And I've just wanted my testicles gone for a long time, and I want everyone to listen closely and understand what I'm about to say. I have seen many things on the internet, and I have read many stories, and I have heard many stories about other men who were unable to find a doctor willing to remove their testicles. And what did they do? They tried to remove them themselves, often injuring themselves or killing themselves in the process. So there's that issue that if people are not able to find someone, a medical professional, who's able to do a surgery in a safe way that doesn't involve them bleeding to death, then people will seek out unsafe methods. And also, think about this. All that I am asking to be done to me is what millions of pet owners are doing to their male dogs and cats. Because when you get a male cat or dog neutered, you're removing the testicles. It's done for almost every male pet. And the idea that you have all these vets telling about all the benefits of castrating your dog or cat, but then as soon as a human wants to get castrated, then all of a sudden, oh, what's wrong with you? Why would you want to remove your testicles? Don't you want to have sex? And don't you want to have babies and all this stuff? And that's the kind of shit that we have to put up with. I'm serious. This is nonsense. The fact that people who are like, I really don't want my testicles and I want them gone, I'm willing to pay. You know what I mean? They're like, no, you're a human, so we're not going to do what you want done to your body. But they're okay with castrating all these male dogs and cats who cannot even give consent. If that is not a speciesist, backwards double standard, then I don't know what is. And I'm just going to let everyone know that I'm really pissed off that I was lied to by this urologist. And I'm going to keep fighting until I find someone who does remove my testicles. And that's just really what's going to happen. And I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how many people I'm going to have to fight with. And I don't know how many people's ass I'm going to have to kiss to do it. And if my only option is that I do have to take female hormones just so that then people will be willing to do surgery, I'll do it. It's not necessarily the route I want to go, but I will do whatever it takes to get my testicles removed because I hate them. They cause me so much pain, both with the pain they experience and then erections caused by the testosterone. It's horrible. Being biologically male is not very much fun. It's if you're a man who likes your penis and your balls and you like to have sex, then you're not going to understand me. But if you're somebody who is a celibate and you are a virgin like me and asexual and you don't want to have sex, then you have no reason to keep those annoying testicles. All they do is get in the way. They get hurt easily. Mine are badly injured. And I just had it. I'll get my testicles removed one way or another. And I know that people don't like me talking about my testicles, and I've come under much criticism for that. But you know what? I don't care anymore. You know, if people think that I should continue to be in pain with these body parts that I don't want, just because of their belief that I should have testicles and that I should not remove them, then I'm done talking with them. And I would not have met with that urologist and paid him with my health savings account if I'd known he was going to lie to me and that he wasn't going to do the surgery after he said he would. So I've had it. I'm really angry. I'm going to try to go on with my life and continue my fight to get my testicles removed, but I'm going to try to have a good time doing the things I enjoy and try to continue improving at my job. That's all I can do for now, but I really needed to get that out.